on a stage, you have problems. You're sexist. There should be no problem with a woman as long as she's easily understandable, is kind, friendly, and a good role model, and is a decent human being. Who cares if she's female? As long as she's equipped to do the job, who cares what if she's a she? She eventually got fired, not because she couldn't do her job or because she wasn't there enough. It was because she was a woman. Because in the churches I grew up in, it was a sin and a judgment from God if a woman was in charge. It is the worst thing to endure to listen to a woman speak. And the only time a woman spoke in church was if she was married, and that was little to never. At least the speaking part. If you weren't married, you could have no position in the church, male or female, nothing. And it was always a married woman who taught the women's class. I never kind of understood why they genderized classes like women's class and men's class. Kind of creepy. But the young adult class, a woman never taught it. Never. As long as boys were 16 or older, if there was one 16-year-old boy, a woman could never teach it. There could be 15 girls and one 16-year-old boy. No female teacher. Because in their mind, it was a sin to have to listen to a woman speaking, even though the Bible tells the exact opposite. I don't want to be a part of any organization or institution that's 100% led by white, cis, straight men. Where there are white, cis, straight men in charge 100% of the time, there is abuse. Anyone who says otherwise needs to read the newspaper. If women can't be in any position of leadership half the time with 100% access to be there 100% of the time, but is never in there based on their gender, then do not be a part of those institutions, ever. Religion does not believe in women's equality. Even if Jesus did, we don't follow it. Jesus hung out with prostitutes and women of the night, social pariahs back in the day. Jesus didn't treat them that way. But if a prostitute came into church, nobody would shake her hand. I'd bet money on it. If a queer person came into any church I've ever been in, he or she would have to change. You can't be a member and be queer. Not in any Baptist churches, especially not Southern Baptist. This is the way these people function. Women are to be seen, not heard. And the only time they're supposed to be seen is on Mother's Day, their birthday, and if they teach an all-women's class. And they usually have to be married to teach an all-women's class. You can't be single and teach a class if you're a woman, because you don't belong to a man, so you have no authority. And I don't care what the law says about women's autonomy. There is no bodily autonomy for women in religion. I mean, anyone who thinks otherwise needs to educate themselves. As long as you believe in religions like Christianity, they don't believe your body belongs to you. Members of the Christian church believe that God owns their body. There is no bodily autonomy if someone owns your body. When you get married in Christianity, you are the only legitimate sexual instrument your husband has, which means you have to satisfy him. Nowhere in the Bible does it say he has to satisfy you. Nowhere in the Bible does it say he can't force you. And nowhere in the Bible does it say that misconduct against children and women is wrong.